Hello, this is Commissioner Alana Sanders, and I am your professor for today. And we are going to talk about travel. This is a hot topic. I'm going to tell you about that because many of you were giving information that the county pays for all of my travel. I'm here to tell you that is false. So let's break this down. In something called our enabling legislation, it states in the enabling legislation that commissioners are supposed to be reimbursed for travel with anything that pertains to their job, conferences, education, and various things. So it already tells us that we are giving back our mileage per diem or whatever it may be in regards to our job. That's the law. It's actually a what? A state bill. But let's break this down. We have conferences that the Board of Commissioners takes care of. One is ACCG, and the other one is NACO, okay? National Association of Counties, Association of County Commissioners of Georgia. Your Board of Commissioners go to both of these conferences. And if you remember that we had an appeal to where the Board of Commissioners stated that they will only cover ACCG and NACO. Who travels to ACCG and NACO? Again, your Board of Commissioners. So let's go there. So ACCG, myself, and normally Commissioner Mason. We're probably the only two that travels and goes seeks education. We're supposed to. You should. You want a commissioner that is educated. You want a commissioner that knows what's happening. You want a commissioner that knows the policy changes because we know that laws change. So if you're sitting in the county, you become stagnant. Then you don't know what grants are out there. Then you don't know what laws and policies have changed because you're sitting in a seat doing nothing. Let's look at that. ACCG, I go there. ACCG, also Commissioner Mason. NACO, and Commissioner Mason. We both actually go. Now, every commissioner can attend these conferences, but we are the youngest on the board in regards to age as well as in regards to the amount of time we've on the board. So education means something to us. I know it means something to me. I can't speak for my colleague, but it means something to me. So the other commissioners have been there. And, Commissioner Henderson been there for a while. They've gone to these conferences every year, and have done it, as well as others have done it. And then also, by going to ACCG and completing, guess what? How many hours? 66 hours of coursework. You become state certified. You are state certified county commissioner. But you have to complete 66 hours. There are only 4 out of the 5 commissioners who are certified. So guess what? If you have 4 out of the 5 commissioners, they have to go to this conference, right? So that means, guess what? The county had to cover those classes and sessions in order for them to become state certified. Commissioner Sanders is not the only state certified commissioner on the board. But let's take a look. I also go to conferences called Local Progress, where I was invited as a local progressive elected official. That means I fight for the community and I actually do something. So that's called Local Progress. I also was appointed to a board as a leader. So I participate in those conferences. But the great thing about Local Progress is they pay for everything. So they pay for my flights. They pay for me to eat. They pay for my Uber. They pay for it all. So the county does not pay for anything. The only thing Local Progress does is in relationship with the county, what they used to do. They don't do that anymore. Our finance director used to book the flight for me. So it's gone to the county. So everything is done with transparency. And so she sends the bill to Local Progress and they send her the money back. Okay? And so Local Progress books my hotel, and it's all under their expenses. Commissioner Sanders doesn't do any of that. And then at the end, Commissioner Sanders sends in her receipts for her Uber, sends in her receipts to eat to Local Progress, and they reimburse me. All right, let's take a little farther. I'm also a part of various NACO cohorts. These cohorts pay for your commissioner to travel. Newton County paid for none of it. Let's break that down. I've been to St. Louis to learn about criminal justice reform and bringing back policy to the county, which I have done. We haven't moved on them. I've gone to Nashville. I've gone to various places, but guess what? Newton County paid for none of it. It was all paid for by NACO, and it was all paid for by Local Progress. So this is breaking down the rumors of those who said I am traveling on the county dime. When you hear them say that, send them this video. Better yet, do an open record and find out who's paying for what. So we want to make sure that we get rid of those rumors and put facts and truth to everything to know who's paying for what. Let's go back just a little bit. ACCG, NACO, myself, and other commissioners go to those conferences, not just Commissioner Sanders. Those are paid for. I'm also part of various cohorts with NACO. NACO pays for this, not Newton County. I travel also with Local Progress. Newton County doesn't pay for this. And now, remember I said that the finance department normally books the flight? Guess what? Local Progress has become so advanced, they are technologically savvy, that they now have a company to where I don't even have to go to the finance department at all. Newton County is nowhere involved to where I go on this website and I book my flight. I book my flights, and guess what? Their card is attached to it, and it goes straight to Local Progress. Newton County is nowhere involved. Newton County has not paid for my travel. This is Commissioner Sanders serving as your commissioner and your professor for today, giving you some Newton County knowledge. Stay tuned for more.